Sir, you're muted.
Yeah, okay, sorry, sir. So, without wasting any time, let's start the session, right? Okay, sir? Yeah. So,
Yes.
I'm thoroughly pleased to witness you all here in this workshop. It's my privilege to address you all on behalf of Career Dreams Education in association with Money Barters. I welcome all participants in the workshop, and once again, we are truly delighted with your presence. We all have gathered here today to attend this workshop to enhance our accounting and financial essentials. This workshop intends to resolve the practical hurdles faced by the individuals in their daily lives. So, this was a small introduction about this big mega workshop, okay? But I would like Diksha ma'am to take up from here to introduce our guests. Diksha ma'am, could you please?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chaitanya, sir. Uh, I would like to welcome Mr. Karthik Godpal, founder of CDE. So everyone, please give a big round of applause for Mr. Karthik Godpal, sir. Uh, yeah, in the chat box. Please, everyone, welcome Mr. Karthik Godpal, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Come on, guys, show your Josh in the chat box. Come on, let's.
Thank you, everyone, for
Right,
your
right, right.
enthusiasm. Now, I would like to welcome Ms. Renu Bohra, the Administrative Head of Career Dreams Education. Everyone, please welcome Ms. Renu Bohra, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to welcome Rajiv, sir, the Managing Head of Career Dreams Education. Welcome, sir. Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to welcome Dinu Anand, sir, who is the Administrative Head of Money Barters. Welcome, Dinu, sir. Everyone, show some josh.
Come on, guys, तालियां नहीं रुकना है.
Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to welcome none other than our head, Shikha ma'am. So, everyone, give a big round of applause for Shikha ma'am. Welcome, Shikha ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Vinayak sir is there in the meeting?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So now I would like to ask Karthik sir to enlighten everyone with his encouraging words. Karthik sir?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that in all the participants that your mentors are doing so much for teaching you. So please give your 100% learning things. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to ask Renu ma'am to please enlighten everyone with her encouraging words.
All the very best to all of you. And first of all, thank you so much, Shikha ma'am, and all the uh, team members. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am.
much,
Thank you.
ma'am.
It's a
Thank
pleasure
you
to have
so
you,
much.
ma'am.
Now I would like to call Rajiv sir for encouraging us. Rajiv sir? Rajiv sir?
Ma'am, I think he is not available. You can move with the next person.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Dinu sir. Dinu sir, please encourage us with your words.
First of all, very good evening to all. Respected Karthik sir, Renu ma'am, Vinayak sir, and Rajiv sir, and Shika ma'am. Uh, first of all, all the best to each and everyone. Yeah, all the best, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, sir. I'm extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to address you all on this wonderful event. And now, without any further ado, let's start the session. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Sneha ma'am. Sneha ma'am?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, we can go with an interaction session. Okay, everyone have to answer me. Okay, so this is our first day of webinar, and we are starting with the finance and accounting webinar. Okay, and so can anyone say me what do you mean by finance? Anyone answer me?
Finance is the study of money, right, ma'am? The flow
Yes,
of
sir.
money.
Yes. Yes, sir. Tarpita sir, can you move to the next slide? Yes. The finance. Finance, when we think of the finance, we will think of money. Money we are using every day. Every day we are handling our money for spending, for buying something, or for investing and all. So, first of all, we need to know what is finance. Finance is related to money, but the money we have to manage that, right? So, finance is a broad term. You are thinking of the finance like we are day to day handling some money. That's not a finance. It's a broad term. Okay, that's deal with banking, leverage, debt, credit, capital markets, and all this stuff you're going to study. Okay, so finance encompasses all the oversight creation. That is, we study what's money and banking, credit, investment. There are some assets and liabilities. I think you all are familiar with these words, right? So we can go to the definition of finance. Finance is defined as a management of money. How we can manage the money? Money is in our hand, so we have to manage that. If one is not managing the money, he can't save that. So we have to manage the money, and managing this money includes many activities like investing, borrowing, lending, budgeting, saving, and forecasting that we are using day to day. Okay, then mainly there are three types of finance. First one is personal finance, second is corporate finance, and third one is public or government finance. Okay. Can anyone say me what you mean by personal finance? What's your idea about personal finance? Come on.
Is it like investing your own money?
Managing
Yeah.
managing own money.
Yeah, something related to that. Yeah, I will say in detail. Personal finance. Personal finance, as the name suggests, it is the money or finance related to a person or an individual. Okay, we all have some money with us, or we are students. We are getting some money from our parents. We are not earning, no? So we will be getting some money from our parents, or someone are doing some internship. They will get from there, or someone will be doing part-time job. They will be getting money. But this money, we have to manage that. Every person is getting money, but we have to manage that. So personal finance includes personal financial planning. It's a planning. You know that every activity or every activity needs a planning. Without planning, we can't do anything perfectly. So we have to do some financial planning in our personal finance also. Okay. So yeah, there are some financial aspects or some important aspects that are related to personal finance. First one is assessing the current financial status. Yeah, whenever we are buying our things we need, or we are spending day to day needs and all, we need to assess our current financial status. Okay, so the current financial status or assessing the current financial status plays a very important role in personal finance. Without knowing our income of money, how can we spend it? So we should know our current financial status. Okay. The second second aspect is buying insurance to protect against risk. We all know that and are familiar with the term insurance, because we will have some kind of insurance, whether it will be life, whether it will be health or anything like that. So the insurance we take to protect against risk. So what do you mean by risk? Can anyone answer me? Okay, I will tell. Risk is the uncertainty of future. We don't know what happens next moment. So we need a protection against that. So we take insurance, right? So the insurance also plays an important role in personal finance. Then calculating and filing taxes. That's the next aspect. Yeah, you will be thinking, how can we calculate taxes and all? So for that, we have one courses for taxation, so you can join that. Okay. So how this taxation aspect is important for the personal finance. Anyone knows who is liable to pay tax? Can anyone answer me? Hello?
All the citizens, ma'am.
Yes, but income rate, do you know?
More than 2,50,000 above.
Yeah, right, ma'am. More than 2,50,000 of the annual earning person. If a person is having more than 2,50,000 of his income, he need to pay tax. So, he need to pay tax. So for that, we need to calculate and filing tax. So that also includes the personal finance. Okay, if a person is an earning person and his income is about 2,50,000 in a year, he need to pay tax. So for that, he need to calculate the tax and tax filing. So if you are interested in that, you can join our taxation classes because we are providing how to calculate the taxes and the basics of the taxation, income tax. We are teaching. Okay. So next aspect is saving and investment. Yeah, here comes the main point. Why we earn our money? To save now. How we can save? There are many investment schemes are there. Basically, there are savings bank accounts are there where the banks support or banks encourage the saving habits of the people. So there we can invest. Or there are many other investment schemes are there. There equity shares are there, then stock market, then debentures, and many things are there. So if you are interested for your investment of your money, you can join our investment class. Okay. Then next aspect is retirement planning. Yeah, after all, it comes retirement. First we will study for our job, getting a job. After that, we will get a job. After we getting a job, we will retire from that. Okay, so a personal finance also include retirement plan. After retirement, who will give you money for your daily expenses? So the personal finance also includes retirement planning also. Anyone has any doubt in personal finance? Any aspects? Okay, we can go to the corporate finance. Yeah, corporate finance. Anyone knows what do you mean by corporate finance or the word corporate?
Corporate finance is a broad area of finance where it discusses about the sources of funds and application of funds and the
Yeah,
strategic decisions.
yes. The corporate finance is uh, related to the activities and transactions. That is for a business, where a business need money or cash. Every day, a business need cash, whether it's for the day-to-day expansion and for their expansion of their business. They need the money for their capital capital allocation and their creation of business and development of business and for other day-to-day expenses. Hmm? So it is directly related to any company's decisions where they have a monetary impact. Okay, so it is considered as a capital market and the organization. It is in the between. The corporate finance or finance is needed by the company or organization or any business in a day-to-day basis, also for a long-term basis. Okay, then comes to public finance. Okay, as we all know, we are having some public facilities are there, government schools, government hospitals, government roads, like that. So where do the government gets the income or where do the government gets the fund? Can anyone answer me?
From the public itself, ma'am, by collecting the taxes, various types of taxes.
Yes, you are right. By collecting the taxes from the public, from income tax or other indirect tax, the government gets the funds from there. And the government allocates all the resources or allocates all the funds and provides the facilities to the public, like resources and other facilities for the children and all. The government provides that. So the government plays a, or the public finance, government plays a major role in the public finance. They allocate the resources, also the distribution of income. The economic students know that the distribution of income is not stable. Yeah, for stabilizing the economy, the government or public government uses the taxes or income for giving more facilities to the public. Okay, and not only from the income tax or any other taxes, government also borrow from banks, insurance companies, and other government agencies for funding their financial needs or for the public facilities. Okay, then Parvitha, can you move to next slide? Yeah, there are some basic concepts of finance. Basically, it is a capital. Capital, can anyone answer me? What do you mean by capital?
Money.
Hello? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Funds required to set a
Capital
business.
is cash. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. So capital is typically cash or money that's needed for obtaining expenditures or starting a business or anything like that. So in a broader sense, when we come to broad sense, the capital means to expand all the company's assets or assets have a monetary value. Okay, and capital asset also includes some equipment, other inventories and all. So the term capital is a broad term. Okay, then another term is asset. Asset is, can anyone answer me? It's a simple question. Asset.
Something which we possess, ma'am.
Sorry, sir?
Something which we have, something which we possess.
Yes, yes. Something which we possess.
Something.
Yes.
Something which which gives more money.
Yes, ma'am.
Which provides future benefit.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You are right. The asset is something we have in your hand, right? That we possess. But addition to that, it has a monetary value. That's the asset. Whenever we sell that tomorrow or next moment, we will get the worth in form of cash. That's asset. There are many assets are there. Short-term assets are there. Capital assets are there. Fixed assets are there. Like that. Fixed assets, like in a company, there will be buildings and furniture, like that. It will be the fixed asset. And okay, yeah, there are many types of assets that we will be learning later. Okay, then liability. Liability is something we owe to someone. When a company owes something or some money to other, it means liability. If I am borrowing 10,000 rupees from Diksha, ma'am, it's my liability. I have to pay in future, whether it is next time or next day or next year. It's my liability. I have to pay in future. And banking. And banking is a familiar word to everyone I know. Can anyone answer me? What do you mean by banking? No one is there.
Ma'am, banking means, I guess,
Yes.
Depositing our money in at a place, and then we get returns from there, or whenever we
Yes,
want, we can take the money from there.
Yes, ma'am, you are right, ma'am. Yes, banking generally means a business activity or any activity of accepting the money or lending the money. Okay, generally the bankers do what? They will accept our money and they will lend our money to other, or we can lend from there. So banking, what we do in the banking, we will go just and invest our money there, and they will safeguard our money. Or okay, if we have 10 lakh rupees with them, which will be safer for us? Keep it with our home or keep it in a bank? Which one will be safe for us? Keep it in the bank, right? So yes, ma'am. Yes. So the bank gives safeguard to our money. Then equity. Does anyone know equity? Can anyone answer other than Diksha, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Just tell me. What do you mean by equity?
Like we can say owner funds.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. The equity represents the value. Okay, value that will be returned to a company's shareholders. If I have an equity share in a company, in a TC company, I have an equity share, and or I am an equity shareholder. So the company will owe that value to me. Okay, so whenever they get the profit, they need to give or return that to me. That's equity. Also, there is one more benefit to equity holders, that they are the owners of the company. Also, they will get the voting chance also. So, if you need to study more about equity and equity shareholders and all, you can join our investment class. Okay. Then next term, the next term is working capital. What do you mean by working capital? Yeah, working capital is the capital that's required by the company for meeting its day-to-day expenses. For a company, there are many expenses. There will be day-to-day expenses are there for for expansion expenses are there. So the working capital means the capital required by the company to meet its day-to-day operations. Okay. Then we can go with the three major areas of business finance. Actually, there are three types of finance. Can anyone answer me? We have studied earlier. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. May I?
Personal, public, government.
Personal, public.
Okay.
Corporate. Sorry.
Yeah, you are listening. Okay. Give me answer. Okay. Not hesitate to unmute your mic. Okay. Then we can study the major areas of business finance. So there are three major areas. The first one is corporate finance. Then next one, investment and financial markets and risk management. Okay. So as the corporate finance, we have studied what corporate finance. Can anyone answer me? Hello? Anyone is there? Okay, I can give. The corporate finance refers to the activities and transactions related to the companies raising capital or Okay. When a company raises capital or needs money or managing the cash, it's called corporate finance, where it is directly related to any company's decisions or any monetary impact. That is corporate finance. Okay. Then second one is investment and financial markets. Yeah, investment. What's an investment? We have lot of money with us. What will we do? We have to invest now. So because in future we don't know what will happen in the future, or for that we need to invest that for our future. Okay. So the investment is an asset acquired or invested to create or increase our wealth, and also for saving our money from the spending. Okay. So investment is made to obtain additional source of income. Am I right? If we are if we have 10,000 rupees with us and we are keeping it with ourselves, in our home, we are keeping it for 1 year or 2 years. Will it increase or will it add our source of income? No, no. When we invest in any bank accounts or any stock market, the income will increase. Or after 1 year, we will get 10,500, then 10,000, 11,000 rupees. Like that, we can increase or we can increase our additional source of income. So there are many investment plans and many investment schemes out there. Okay. Then financial markets. Financial markets, yes. They are the markets where the trading of security occurs. Do you know what are securities? Anyone knows? That's not the securities in our schools or not like that. It's the stock exchange. Okay. So anyone needs to study more about stock exchange and all that, you can join our investment class. Okay. Then the financial market includes all the securities and stock market, bond market is there, also forex market is there. Can anyone tell me what's forex market? Anyone answer me?
Foreign exchange, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then derivatives market is there. So these all among we call financial markets. And also the financial markets are vital to our all the economies because it controls all the financials. Okay. Then we can go to the risk management. Yeah, as I told you earlier, the risk is uncertainty of future. So we have to manage the risk. So the risk management is a process of identifying or controlling all the threats to any organization or any personal finance or our earnings. Also for our earnings now, there will be some risk is there. So that we will take insurance and all. So this is a risk management. So anyone have doubt in these three terms? Corporate finance, investment and financial markets, and risk management. Anyone have any doubt? Okay, I think no doubts are there. So, Barbara Star, can you move to next slide? Yeah, this is financial management. Financial management. Can anyone say me what you mean by financial management? We have seen what is finance and many terms we have seen. Can anyone answer me? Respond, guys. Hello.
Raising and managing funds.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your response. Guys, kindly respond. Okay. We can have an interactive session, not like our school and college classes. Okay. Kindly respond me whether it is right or wrong. You can answer me. Okay. Then financial management. It is the management of finance, right? In every business or in every family or in every wherever the money is there we need financial management. So financial, we can go to the definition. What it says. Financial management is the is one of the. Wait 1 second. Yeah, financial management is the activity that concerns with planning, raising, controlling, and administering of funds used in business. Like that, the financial management, every business, there is a planning, raising, and controlling is there. But in financial management also it is needed. So for using funds, one should have a planning for how to use that fund, where to invest and all that, or how to raise the fund, from which sources we can raise the fund. We have to keep in mind. Or after all, we have to control this. Without controlling, everything will go. Everything will go. So we have to control that. Then there are some objectives of financial management. Yeah, I'll explain. First objective is maintaining enough supply of funds for the organization. So in an organization, there are many sources of funds. As I said earlier, we can, for an organization, it can raise funds through the stock market, can raise funds through borrowing from bank loans or other institutions. So the financial management or financial sector in a company or organization should maintain enough supply of funds for the organization. If there is no supply or low supply of fund is there, the organization can't go further. Okay, so first function or objective of financial management is maintaining enough supply, then ensuring shareholders of the organization to get good returns on their investment. So how can the shareholders get enough or good returns? Whenever there is high profit or enough profit is there, the investors get a good return, right? So for that also, the organization need to plan for getting a good profit. Otherwise, if the shareholders are not getting enough or good return, they will withdraw their money and go for another company. So these are also an objective of financial management. Then optimum and efficient utilization of fund. Yeah, we can raise funds from many sources. But the main thing or important thing is how we can use that. So in financial management, the financial manager does like minimization of the cost and maximization of profit. How can we achieve that? By optimum use. The money or cash or finance, we have to use that optimum. That optimum use and effectively utilization of the funds will create the minimization of cost and maximization of profit. Okay, then fourth point is creating real and safe investment opportunities to invest in. Actually, the investment is a very much complicated case, because if we are not invested in a good company, we will not get our invested amount also. So for creating a real and safe investment opportunities to the public, it will also create a very good image or goodwill of the company. So the financial management objectives are these. Okay. Then importance of financial management. Anyone has any doubt for objective of financial management? Anyone has any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then importance. Okay, thank you for your response. Then importance of financial management. For financial management, there are some importance. What are they? First of all, it helps organization in financial planning. Yeah, I said that financial planning is the main thing, or it plays a crucial role in financial management. Because without planning, we can't do anything. So first of all, in a company, the financial planning should be done. In financial planning, there comes how to use the funds for expansion or for creating other opportunities or buying raw materials or buying other things and all. It will come like that. Okay, so the financial management helps an organization in financial planning. The major role I will discuss later. The roles of financial management manager is there. I will explain that. Then second importance is assist the organization in planning and acquisition of funds. How it helps? It helps, I said, first point is financial planning. It will help organization in planning the financial spending and all. So there comes acquisition of funds also. How the organization should collect the fund and use the fund. That should be assist or helped by financial management. Then the financial management helps organization in an effective way for utilizing and allocating the funds received or required. This is also needed because in a company or in an organization, the fund is needed for various things, for giving salaries, for expansion of the company also is there, and many other needs are there or requirements are there. Also, there are day-to-day working capital is needed. So for that also, for each and every little thing, we need to have a planning. So the financial management helps the company in effective or optimum utilization of the funds and get the maximum return. Okay. Then one more point is there, assist the organization in making critical financial decisions. Do you know financial decisions? I will talk about financial decisions in soon. So it helps in improving profitability of every organization. The financial management increase the profitability of the organization, then increase the overall value of the organization. When the profitability increases, the overall value of the organization also increases, so that the investors come to invest in the company. Then it also provides economic stability. We know in economy there are uneven incomes are there, so it provides for the stability of the economy. Then other assistance is that it encourages employees to save money, not only for spending, for saving money. As you all know, there are PF are there, and many other schemes are available for the employees in an organization. So it encourages the saving habit of the employees. Okay. Then, Parbinder sir, can you move to next slide? Yeah. There comes the three major scope of financial management. In every organization, manager's effort is to minimize the cost and maximize the profit. So there are three major decisions are there. First one is investment decision, then financing decision, then dividend decision. First one is investment decision. Not only investing the amount, they need to know how much finance is there with their hand, and with that existing amount or existing finance, they need to invest in whether it is long term or short term. Actually, there are two types of investment decisions are there. There are long-term investment decisions and short-term investment decisions. Long-term investment decisions are capital budgeting. It means committing our funds for a long-term period, like for buying fixed assets or buying building or for the expansion of the company. These are included in the long-term investment. Like these decisions all determine the performance of the business. Okay, the company needs not to share or give it all the profit to the shareholders or distribute it within the company. It needs further expansion for the future. So the company needs long-term investment. Then short-term investment is there. It is just the opposite of long-term investment. It means working capital management. It means day-to-day in a company, it needs many funds for buying inventory, buying raw materials, other short-term investments, bank deposits. Also, the company needs cash in hand. So for that, the short-term investment is there. It will directly or it affects the liquidity and performance of a business. Okay, I think I'm clear with the investment. Then we can go to the financing decision. Financing decision. Every manager or financial manager in a company needs to decide about the finance, how to raise the funds from long-term sources or raise funds from short-term sources. So there are two types of sources. Financial planning decisions. It will relate to estimating the sources and application of funds, how to collect the money or how to collect the finance and how to apply the funds. So for every primary object of a financial planning is to plan, and by side by side they have to ensure that funds are available when they are required. When we are requiring some money, it should be there. So the financial planning should ensure this. Okay. Then it also includes capital structure decisions. It means how to collect money or how to allocate the money. There are many sources of collecting funds for the company, but a capital structure is the roadmap to collect or find sources. Like there are many sources. External sources are there, internal sources are there. External sources like issuing shares, bonds, borrowings from banks, etc. are there. Also internal sources are there. They can use written earnings like that. So the capital structure decisions take decision on what sources of funds should be there. Okay. Then we can go to the dividend decision. Dividend, as you all know, dividend is the portion of portion of profit that is shared among the shareholders. So the shareholders, they always demand a higher dividend. So for this giving dividends, they need to come up with some huge profits. So that also included dividend decision, how to give dividend, whether to retain that for future expansion. That decision should be taken by the financial manager. Okay. Then we can go through some functions of financial management. So first is estimation, roles of financial manager. Okay, roles and responsibilities. So the responsibilities of financial manager are raising funds. They have to raise funds from various sources like internal sources, external sources, all of that. So they have to raise the funds first, then allocate the funds. From all the raised funds, they have to allocate that. Then next is profit planning. In profit planning, now the organization needs profit planning. Any organization you take, there should be profit planning. Have to get profit from that or from there, or they have to analyze the economy first. There are many things are there to take in aspect of this responsibilities of financial manager. So whenever you apply, the financial manager has to take a planning. And then next responsibility will be understanding the capital market. There are many capital markets are there, so we need to understand. A financial manager should understand how the capital market works, or how the capitals or how the shares of the company are traded. So if you need to know about how the capital market works, you can join our investment class. That will be detailedly taken in that class. Okay. Then we can go to the roles of financial manager. Okay. There in a financial manager, there are some trend in the financial market. So the financial manager should analyze the market trends. Also find the opportunities for the expansion of the company. Then they have to make some task for the organization or industry. They have to make planning for that, how to use the funds or utilize the funds for getting higher returns, like that. Then they can manage the company credit. There are credit availabilities there, so they can manage the company credit. Then make some dividend payout decisions. As the dividend decisions, they have to take some dividend decision, how the dividend should be paid or should be retained for future expansion. All are depend on this financial manager. Okay. Then keep in touch with stock market. If the company is listed, any company is listed in the stock market, the financial manager should touch with the stock market to see how what's the analysis of the company, or what are the changes in the stock market. So it should need to be analyzed by the financial manager. Okay. Then the financial manager should appreciate all the financial performance, also for return investment. Or not only collecting and using the funds, they need to appreciate all the financial performance, where it takes place for the future profit or future goals and all. Okay, and after that, they have to maximize the wealth for the company shareholders. If a company is getting higher profit, they can give higher return to the investors. So, financial managers should try to increase or maximize the company wealth. Also, to handle financial negotiations with banks and other financial institutions. They have to handle that financial negotiations. Sorry. So, for these roles the financial manager have to do. Okay, time is going. I will explain the functions of financial management in short way. First one is estimation of capital requirements. First of all, the financial management financial manager have to estimate capital requirements. What are the capital requirements needed by a company or an organization? They have to estimate that. That's capital budgeting. Budgeting is there. In every year, there is a budgeting. Government is doing budgeting for what it is doing, for meeting future expenses. So like that, the company also need an estimation of capital requirement. Then determination of capital composition, whether it includes short term or long term, or equity or debt, like that. Which combination should be there for the capital? It is a determination of capital composition. Then choice of sources of funds is there. There are many sources of fund is there, but choice is ours. So an effective financial management or financial planning takes place a choice of right source of funds, whether it is shares and debentures, whether it is loan or any public deposits, like that. Then next function is investment of funds. Not only collecting or raising fund, the company has to invest their finance. So any finance manager has to decide and allocate their funds into profitable ventures where they can get higher returns, so that they can meet up with higher financial control that. Then disposal of surplus. Whenever there is surplus, they can declare dividend, or they can retain for the future expansion. So this decision also taken by the financial manager. Then management of cash. If there is any liquid money is there, the cash is required many purposes, like payment of wages, salaries, or electricity bill, water bill, like that. Or if any maintenance is there, any rent for the building is there, they require cash. So the financial manager should decide these also. Then at last it comes financial control. Not only planning, investing, allocating, or raising fund. After all, it should be controlled. Without control, all the plan will be go down. So after all, the fund or finance should be controlled to make sure that the company is going right way. Okay. So for that, there are some ratio analysis is there, financial forecasting, profit control, everything is done for financial controlling. So that's all for the financial management function. Yeah, completed this slide. Anyone has any doubt, you can ask me, I will give the explanation. Hello, you can ask me the doubt. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can ask me. I think you have some doubts are there, so you can ask me. Kindly ask me some doubts now.
I think no one has any doubts, ma'am. Your explanation was perfect. All clear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, was it was fast? Everyone could understand, na? Is it too fast?
No, ma'am.
Or anyone is okay? Anyone is difficult with the language? Need to use another language? Like I know only Hindi and Malayalam. If anyone need another language like Hindi or Malayalam, I can use. Anyone need explanation? Okay then, thank you all.
Yeah, great explanation.
Yes,
thank you, ma'am. And
thank you,
yes,
ma'am.
yes, you are Malayalam expert. Any Malayalam can ask her in the regional language, of course. Yes, Diksha, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks to all the dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank Karthik sir, who honored this workshop with his presence. I would like to thank beloved Renu ma'am, Rajiv sir, who always encouraged us with their words. I would like to extend my gratitude to Dean sir and Kaushik sir, who has been there always as constant support. I would like to thank especially Shikha ma'am, who provided us with the opportunity to organize and execute an event like this. Thank you so much, Shikha ma'am. I would like to thank Sneha ma'am and Chaitanya sir, who has been the pillars for organizing this event. Also, I would like to thank the whole team who has worked very hard to make this workshop successful. I would like to take their names: Ashmika ma'am, Himanshu Maurya sir, Krishna Prakash sir, Parbinder sir, Sanskriti ma'am, Shakti sir, Alekhya ma'am, Sonam ma'am, Shivani ma'am, Anjana ma'am, Aishwarya ma'am, Sukriti ma'am, Divya ma'am, and Varsha ma'am. I would like to thank each and every one of you. Last but not the least, I would like to express my gratitude towards the amazing participants. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you everyone for being a part